watched this video to learn more about what to consider when buying a computer.
Oh, really, should I? Well, do teach me about the components then so I know what to consider next time.
Hi, I'm Jake and this is a processor. Some say it's the brain of the computer. Of course computers don't have a brain, but it is mighty clever.
Computers use RAM.
No, not that type. It's the main memory. RAM stands for Random Access Memory and it stores data temporarily. RAM is a type of volatile memory that stores data as long as the computer is turned on and the RAM is powered. You can say main memory or RAM.
Well, I like RAM. RAM.
I am in a data center now which stores lots of, well, data. Secondary memory, which is also known as secondary storage, is a type of computer memory that stores data and programs even when the computer is turned off.
The word for this is persistent.
Thanks. That is a great extra bit of knowledge to have if I was being tested on computer systems. Some common types of secondary storage devices include hard disk drives, solid-state drives, optical storage devices like CDs and DVDs, and flash drives such as SD cards and USB sticks. If the video is useful, please like and subscribe so others can find it too. We're back and onto the area of communication. This is Dean. He's just connecting his smartphone to his laptop using Bluetooth. It's a technology that allows devices to communicate with another one over short distances.
But what about if I need to go on the internet for some new sunglasses?
Well, programs and data are transferred between computing systems, if needed. You'd connect via Wi-Fi or a wired Ethernet connection. There's a complete networks and internet unit about this, so I will put a link in the description. But for now, just remember that any input would be received from a remote source. The data would also be stored on a remote system and programs will be executed remotely. I just used the word input and wondered if you knew what it really meant.
Keyboard and mouse.
Well, they are input devices. But other examples would be a digital camera, a microphone, or sensors. Input is basically data received by a system, and these devices would certainly help with that. So if input is data received by a system, output must be data transmitted from a system. To get data out of a computer, you need output devices. For example, a speaker, a monitor, or a printer. Computer systems have various connections. USB is the most common connection used to connect many input devices. Rewind the video if you don't remember what they are. HDMI is used to connect a computer to a TV or monitor, but you can also use DisplayPort as well. Although many people use Bluetooth now, you may also still find audio jacks on computers to put speakers or headphones into. Not all computers will have a dedicated graphics card containing a graphics processor. Computer specs will say integrated in the graphics section. This means that the computer will have to rely on the graphics processing capabilities of the processor for graphics. If you do a lot of gaming or graphic design and video editing, it would be best to have a dedicated graphics card as it can handle more complex tasks quicker. Think of a chef in a busy restaurant kitchen. The chef's job is to prepare and cook dishes, but this is tricky when it's busy. Imagine that the chef has a sous chef who can work on just chopping the ingredients. It would help the main chef and speed up the time dishes take. The sous chef is the graphics processor in this scenario, and the chef is the processor. This brings me to my last thing to consider. Weight.
You said what?
All computers have weight, and it is shown in the spec. If you don't plan to move your computer, it won't matter. So a desktop computer would be okay. But if you plan to use it in different places, you will probably want a lightweight laptop. We hope this video helped you to learn a little about the components. Keep an eye on the channel to learn more about how the components work and an introduction to computer software. See you next time.